It's coming for me. I can feel it. Death!
What? Hello!
Oh, hi.
Welcome back to Bookend Gaming.
Whatever. I'm Eric.
Wait, you're too cool for our fans now?
No, I'm mad.
Why?
If you don't know, then I can't tell you.
Oh my god. I'm Travis, by the way. Let's move on. Not really. It was just Hanako and me having a little party during the night after school.
Say what? Your birthday's supposed to be a big event, you know. God. Sounds like a pretty lonely way to spend a birthday. Just her and Hanako staying overnight.
Who would want to hang out with Hanako?
Who would just want to hang out with one person?
Ugh.
Birthdays always felt like a family occasion for me. They were a time when, in spite of their full-time jobs, both my parents would make an effort to be there for the day, or at least for a party beforehand.
Here you are, my growing boy. Thanks, Mom.
I don't know why, but crime ramped up on those days. It reminded me of how Lilly mentioned she hadn't seen her family in such a long time, and even ended up moving away from Akira's house afterwards. But I guess it's the same in situations as mundane as these. Considering her inability to read the packaging, just getting groceries would be a pain without somebody else around. In the end, she just has Hanako and me, and Akira when she's off from work.
It was tempting, but I decided not to do it.
Be that as it may, she still seems to have many more distant friends among the students, not to mention people like Yuko. It seems to be her own choice that there's such a separation between those who are close to her and those who she only socializes with. It humbles me a little to see how much Lilly seems to have her life set up and going just as she wants.
It's almost like she has close friends and then just acquaintances.
Wow. Amazing.
Crazy.
I don't know what that's like, I guess.
Whatever, you got coworkers.
That's true. Yet Hanako is there for her to celebrate her birthday, and I'm here helping her with shopping. It's a weird kind of symbiosis, I guess.
You're Venom. Are you alright, Hisao?
Sorry?
You just seem to go very quiet, that's all.
I'm sorry.
I do that a lot.
I was just thinking. Yeah, you do that a lot.
At least it wasn't a paragraph. Oh?
Oh boy.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm going to say it's probably tell the truth.
Yeah, just give me a second. I haven't opened this in quite a while. I actually forgot that we had this.
Now I've piqued her curiosity. It feels kind of overly personal to talk about, though.
Hang on. Where's the Lilly route? Uh-oh. What were you saying? What were you going to choose?
The option that's on her boobs. Tell the truth.
They're both on her boobs. Yeah, that's correct. So
that's true. She's got big boobs.
I'm looking at this. The Lilly route's kind of weird.
Okay.
Like, this gives you Lilly Plus.
Ooh.
So this one has like a plus.
Is that a subscription?
But yeah, it's like you have to have enough pluses to get the good. Yeah, if Lilly equals 2, you get the good ending. Otherwise, you don't. You get the neutral ending. So the choices choices don't lead to different branches. The choices allow you to make other choices.
Well, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah. None of the other ones were like that, I don't think. Cool beans.
It was just kind of... I was thinking about how you seem to have everything so sorted out, even with Hanako relying on you. I can admit that even I kind of relied on you when I first transferred in. I think it's a good quality to have. I turned to Lilly, surveying her reaction. She's forcing herself to look forward and furrowing her brow quite a bit. Her face looks a bit awkward, as if she's trying to find just the right words. Lilly? Are you okay?
I would thank you, but assuming that I don't rely on the presence of others is too much. You'd be wrong to think that Hanako simply depends on me with nothing in return.
She seems to have a bit of trouble saying it, even though it's largely what I'd thought already.
We bang.
She bang.
On the floor.
If she's tried so hard to maintain her independence, as anyone would have had to in her position, cited or not, maybe she finds it hard to talk about her own needs. It's only now that I realize an omission in what she says, though. I decide to follow it up, largely in jest. Haha, joking seems like a good thing to do right now.
Yeah.
To avoid things getting too personal. Oh, and what about me?
What about you?
She suddenly runs ahead of me and turns, blocking me off.
Shut your fucking mouth!
I don't need no man. With a smile, she holds her hands behind her as she leans forwards.
You're different.
And with that, she turns back and continues to walk ahead of me, a newfound spring in her step.
Catch me.
All I can do is raise an eyebrow and give a dazed grin. I don't think I've ever seen this playful and teasing side of her before. I like it, since it's from behind.
Yeah.
So I'm different. It's hard to work out the exact context, but knowing her, this ambiguity was intended. Our relationship has been changing, at the very least simply because I've begun to stand on my own feet more and started getting more curious about the situation of those around me. As to why? Probably a mix of personal curiosity and a want to try and work out how to deal with my situation. I'm less sure of Lilly, though. That's why her own statement, so similar to my own feelings towards her, throws me off so much. Watching her make her way up the street, cane tapping from left to right, I decide to settle the matter later and just smile. This is a nice side of her.
Sure is.
To her, and I don't want to forget it. I agree with that assessment. Eventually we get to the girls' dormitories. Do you just live here now?
If only.
Both my arms aching from the weight of 2 sets of groceries. We're finally here. Phew. I bend down to wipe my forehead with the back of my hand. Lily stops in front of her door and sets down her bag, fishing around in her pocket for the key. Luckily, she couldn't see how much I was struggling.
A skirt with pockets? The girls must be so excited. Girls love skirts with pockets. Thank you, Hisao. I really appreciate your help.
This is nothing, I flex.
It might be nothing to you, but it's definitely something for me.
Yeah, that's what I meant. And with that, she steps through her door, closing it behind her. You forgot your groceries.
She didn't even say bye.
I blink. Those were nothing but honest thanks, but I can't help feeling something different about them. Anyway, I have something else to do before I can mull on that at my leisure.
Time to check on Hanako.
I turn back to the door to Hanako's room and proceed to knock twice in quick succession. The bag's still in my hand, rustling together. Whoo! Hi! After a couple of seconds...
Is that... Oh, that's her hand. I was like, why is her neck so long?
The door slowly opens. If one weren't looking closely, they could be forgiven for thinking it hadn't moved at all. I twist my head to the side and try to peer through the tiny sliver of a gap between the door and the door frame. Hey, Hanako. I've got your stuff.
Got your stuff. You got the money?
With that, she opens the door completely, making her plain room visible over her shoulder. Sparsely decorated, it's probably even more unremarkable than my room. I hold out my right arm, both bags, almost pulling it straight back down with their weight.
Thank you, Hisao.
Yeah, I'm gonna need money for that.
I'm sorry to make you carry them all this way.
It's fine, don't worry. Just don't make me do it every day, okay? I pass the bags to her as I give a light-hearted chuckle. After the initial transfer of weight, she manages to take them easily. I'll be off then. Night, Hanako.
Good night. See you in class tomorrow. Oh god, we have class tomorrow?
Oh, man. What do you think, she's going to go through a whole loaf of bread in a day?
Yeah?
With a deep bow, her groceries still held in both hands, she steps back and shuts the door.
She's actually a duck. That's her disability.
Oh. Cool, I guess. Making my way back to my own dorm, I put one back into my other hand and to balance them out. Even as I do so, I can't get Lily's lighthearted smile out of my mind. When I'd first met her, it would have been nearly impossible to imagine her like that. Indeed, it feels like we've become closer in the past few weeks since I first got to know both her and Hanako. The time that I spent with her each day, the small exchanges of happiness we share, those small moments of joy as I get closer to her. What am I, like writing a letter or a...
It's a sonnet.
Yeah, I'm far from certain, but I don't think these are just the normal feelings of friendship. Well, no shit.
Whoa!
Don't be stupid.
Yeah, I mean, you slept on her floor, got drunk together, and then she kissed you as you left.
Yeah, you also kind of... They already, like, confirmed that they're dating. She asked her out on a date.
Oh, yeah. Well, they went, and then they're like, this was a date. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
don't do this, Hisao.
Well, now he's going to read that freaking Iwanako letter. And
Yeah.
It's going to be even worse.
We haven't been mad at you much this route, so let's keep it that way.
Come on, you know it's coming.
Once I return to my room, I store away my groceries and begin getting ready for the night.
Here we go.
Letter. I swap the school books in my bag for those I'll need tomorrow, pulling out the yellow envelope Misha gave me earlier in the process. I got so sidetracked by one thing after another that I couldn't deal with it earlier. Who could have written me, I wonder? The name neatly adorning the back of the envelope freezes me in my tracks. It's been so long since I've seen her writing. There's little chance I could have identified it as hers otherwise. Iwanako. Why? Should she have written me? I can't think of any good reason for her to do this. I almost don't open the letter, but there'd be little point to that. If I just left it alone, its mere existence would gnaw at me until I did something about it.
Just throw it away.
No.
No.
Time to read it. Which means I need a drink.
Again. Well, aren't I Iwanako's voice?
Yes. I look down at my piece of paper on my desk. Its bright and summery decoration beaming happily at me.
How many times have I read this now?
6?
Yeah,
5.
5, yeah.
The lettering is in pink. No, it isn't. Okay,
Wait a second.
Yeah, it is.
This didn't happen in the Emmy route, did it?
Yeah. There was one route that I don't think I'm pretty sure he threw it away.
Oh.
I think there's only been one where he,
Didn't bother reading it.
And then the one that I thought where it was going to be the most, which was Shizune's, because she's in charge of the mail.
Right.
It was nothing.
Yeah, he just completely ignores it.
Yeah. The lettering is in pink, drawing badly with the yellow sunflower border on the card. The handwriting is neat. The characters have been written thoughtfully and with an unusual amount of care. I'd barely given the letter a second thought when it was given to me, but now I can't get its contents out of my mind.
Okay.
Well, I'd like to say that I don't know why she used such an old-fashioned method of communication, considering a phone call or an email would be both much faster and easier. The answer feels obvious enough, given the content.
I mean, people don't even email anymore.
A letter leaves a comfortable distance between the sender and the recipient. Unlike a phone, it isn't required that you engage in conversation, and unlike email, there is less expectation of an immediate reply. Statements such as, the third years seem to be very anxious about the final exams, and it's so weird to think we are already seniors, isn't it, are just small talk. Small talk that could have been achieved by simply replying to any of the messages I'd sent her while in the hospital. The ending, though, is the true reason she sent this. The last couple of lines, added almost as an afterthought. Hey, you only have to read a couple lines, apparently. Or you don't have to read any of them.
Nice.
I wonder if we will meet again. Perhaps it's for the best if we don't. It's a statement that should hurt. I've always heard breakups are nasty stuff, but it feels like this is simply a reaffirmation of what we both already knew instead. It's the preceding text, no more than small talk, that makes me feel most uneasy. I can't figure out why, no matter how long I sit here and look down at this bright and summery piece of paper.
Whoever wrote the Lilly route went, you know what, they've probably already done a route.
Finally! If you would like to correspond with me, by all means, write me back.
But please don't.
It's plainly obvious that this is not the type of letter to be replied to. In the end, it doesn't even matter. This letter is no more than a simple abdication of responsibility. A final statement to reassure herself that our relationship is over.
Never really began.
Not really. As such, I find I have little problem in scrunching the letter and envelope into a ball. Yay!
Yes.
And tossing it into the waste bin. Kobe, ridding myself of its existence. Writing myself? Whoa! I go to bed with mixed feelings, cheated out of a pleasant evening by this intruder from the past.
Yes, screw her.
I mean, you could have read it in the morning.
Right.
Ironically, it takes a while before I could manage to sleep. But not for you guys, because here it is, sleep.
And we're back.
I'm Eric.
No, not.
Oh.
Yeah.
I sweat profusely, awaiting the dreaded moment. Each tick of the clock tenses my muscles that much more, every minute making more hairs stand on end. It's coming for me. I can feel it. Death!
What?
Death in the form of a single sheet of paper.
The test.
Yeah. It's just there to make you think you messed up or something.
I guess. I don't know.
Freaked me out.
Yeah. What did we do?
I take the small pile of papers from the student in front of me and pass it backwards after plucking off the top piece. Looking to the top right of the page, I find my fears realized within that small red circle. 43!
Oh my god, I thought you were smart.
I hang my head and sigh in resignation, cursing under my breath. I can feel the aura of a similar sentiment rising from the entire class. It's strange, but that fact lifts my mood by a minuscule amount. Misery loves company, I suppose. As the teacher opens her mouth, the room braces for the inevitable onslaught, only to be saved by the bell.
The bell doesn't dismiss you, I do.
Stupid. We quickly move to collect our bags and leave for the lunch post-haste.
Everyone's had that teacher.
But the teacher delivers a parting broadside.
We'll be discussing the test scores next lesson. Needless to say, there will be quite some discussion to be had.
I won't be showing up. A collective groan resounds from the class, now reduced to shuffling out dejectedly. Hey! I push the sheet into my bag as I walk along, the hallway crumpling it in the process. I should have had a pause there, but I didn't. It's enough that such a troublesome letter ended up on my desk yesterday. And now this! I hate English!
Hisao!
Misha?
Oh.
No.
Maybe? I don't know.
A stern female voice gruffly calls out from behind me. Maybe it's the teacher. I freeze on the spot, my face becoming like stone. It's as if I can feel my brain disconnecting from my body. My eyes slowly shift right, trying to catch a glimpse of the disembodied voice. Nothing! A ghost!
A ghost!
My face begins to slip as time passes, and I decide to risk turning my head. Ever so slowly, I twist it to the... Yeah! I twist it to the yeah. I jump into the air and drop my bag, yelling out in surprise, Hanako ghost! As I recover and regain my composure, I turn to see. I should have known! Emmy.
Hey, everybody's in this.
Right? I like this.
Gotcha, Hisao!
She stands there with a mischievous grin on her face, hands forward and fingers pointed inwards. She was the one who jabbed my ribs with her fingers.
All the warriors are here. It's like the end game.
We're just going to get all of them at once.
Yeah.
Yay!
Where's that mod?
I look down at her with a grimace, rubbing my hair in frustration. That's no way to greet someone, you know.
You have no sense of humor.
I left my sense of humor in my English class. Complain to the teacher if you want it given back to me.
Okay.
She pulls her best puppy dog eyes on me as she pouts. Lily's managed to build up my resistance to the tactic.
How? It's
But-
not like you can practice.
Emmy's short stature adds enough to the effect to make me relent. So how are things? I haven't seen you around for a while.
Same old, same old. I run so fast, nobody wants to join me on my morning runs.
I did once.
It's a real pain.
Her modesty never fails to amuse me.
Although,
Uh-oh.
you know what I'm thinking, don't you, Hisao?
Maybe I do. Does it involve the tool shed? I'm there.
Yeah. Lemons.
Wearing my emotions on my sleeve is one of my worst habits. She's seen right through me. Fortunately, I see someone else approaching us that will give me an out. Oh, hi, Hanako.
A weird pairing.
I give her a welcoming wave, and try my best to look like I haven't noticed Emmy's pouting face. She gives me a small wave back. Do you see Emmy's pouting face?
Hello, Hisao. Emmy.
Well, this is like, I don't know if these two have ever been on the screen together.
Yeah, I don't think so.
What a weird collection.
I like it. I'll take them both.
I'll stick with Emmy.